like it has been forever since I've sat down and filmed a video here, but I've got a oldie but it claims to be newy product. Ding. When I had purchased the Revlon Candid foundation, I had purchased it from Ulta and they were doing Revlon buy one get one 50% off, so I figured I may as well get a couple of Revlon foundations to try out. So this was the other foundation that I grabbed. This is the Revlon Photoready Insta-FIlter foundation. Like I said, it says it's new, but like you can find reviews on this from almost a year ago. But we shall see. I thought it looked interesting anyways. You know, it's got the built-in sponge there. It's a twisty-uppy foundation, and then you're supposed to use the sponge to blend. Granted, I've got my own sponge and a brush here just so we can test it out fully. Let's see, I suppose I'm getting ahead of myself. Here it is for not quite an ounce. It is 0.91 ounces of product. It's going to be anywhere from around $9 to $16 depending on where you buy it. Like I said, Revlon still says that this is their newest flawless finish foundation. Pretty sure there are many other newer foundations from Revlon, but it's got a built-in blender so you have a perfected makeup look anytime, anywhere. The formula is apparently innovative in that it works with your skin type and evens and smooths your skin tone to leave you with a fresh-faced, natural finish. And there's a full range of high-definition shades. It doesn't look the greatest in terms of shade range, if you ask me. The lightest color is ivory, and then the deepest shade is mocha, and then they've got lots of different shades of beige in between. But yeah, you can get selfie ready in 3 simple steps. Just twist, dab, blend, perfect! It's apparently got a medium buildable coverage and gives all day wear. It's got some sort of filter technology, something or another, to make our pores look blurred and beautiful. So yeah, I think that's about all I can tell you guys for now. I got the shade 150 Buff. I feel like that's about usually my perfect shade in Revlon foundations. So let's go ahead, sing the song together, and then we can start putting this on my face, see how it does. Let's test, hot mess or the best. Alright, we will zoom you in. I'm sure you can see I've got some stuff on my face. This just came out of nowhere. It's finally starting to flatten out, so I'm hoping that means it's gonna go away soon, but I've got, you know, some couple blemishes here and there. Good for product testing, right? That's what I think. My face has, as always, been washed and moisturized, and I'm just gonna put primer on my face so we can give this foundation the best chance possible on my very oily skin. I am also going to be wearing my glasses today for the fellow glasses wearers of the world, so we can see how this foundation does underneath our glasses. Well, my glasses, and then theoretically our glasses as a collective. So there we go. Primer is on. I feel like, you know, the sponge feels like a normal sponge, kind of like one of those triangle wedge sponges, but not quite as soft. Now I feel like those have that kind of silicone softness to it. This one does not. It feels more porous. Now let's see. Don't you twist the bottom? Nothing is happening. No? Oh, sorry. It says to shake well before use. Maybe Revlon was protecting me. There. It's been shaken. Oh! Oh my god! Okay, I'm just gonna take that as fate. You twist, and then it said you dab, dab will do ya, and then you blend. I'm so not used to having a dry sponge be my blending tool, and I don't know how, I don't like this. It's just, you know, when there's the hole there, it makes it so that there's a hole when you blend, you know what I mean? Which makes sense. I hate that. It just feels like I'm beating my head with a rock sponge. I don't know. So yeah, there's no like click, click, click kind of a feeling. It just kind of oozes out. So I'm just gonna put a bit more on since I feel like that sponge absorbed a lot of it. And then I'm gonna see if I can make this look a lot better with a brush, which, yeah, even right away I can tell that made a huge difference. Oh, it looks so much better like this. So, as you can see, definitely blemishes are still peeking through a bit, but now we're gonna go ahead and dotted on this side. I don't know, for me this applicator just makes it so you don't have as much control over how much foundation is coming out. So now I'm gonna use a damp blending sponge here. See how this does with this. I mean, yeah, I really think it is a matter of, I mean, first off, the fact that this is wet, but then also the fact that there's not a big hole in the sponge makes it much, much easier to blend out, if you ask me. I actually do prefer the sponge side, so I think Revlon had right idea, wrong execution of it. This is just, it's not for me. So it said it has buildable coverage, so let's go ahead and get some more and, oh, okay. See if I can build up on some areas that I am wanting to build up, which apparently is my whole face. Yeah, dang, absolutely this is buildable. I think I got this to an almost full coverage kind of a finish. I think it looks really nice on the skin. I think my pores look blurred. My nose pores look exceptionally blurred. It doesn't look too terrible on my crusty sad bits. And overall, I think it looks really, really nice. And the lid on this has like this little pokey thing that like goes into the sponge, and it, yep, just as I suspected, it makes it a bit messy. It just oozes it on out of the hole there. Cute. So I'm gonna go and put on the rest of my makeup. I normally would be changing out of my pajamas, but I'm gonna keep them on because I've got another video that I need to do swatches on, so I need my arm to not have a sleeve on it, and I'm gonna be wearing long sleeves out into the world today. So yeah, bing bang boom. I'll see you in just a second here on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! Alright, so it's super light makeup today, but that's just the way it's gonna be, and I think it looks really good. Like I said earlier, I think my pores just look satiny smooth and blurred and lovely. It doesn't look bad on my drier areas. It covered imperfections for the most part. My nose pores almost look like they don't exist. Overall, I think this looks amazing. A nice kind of demi-matte satin finish. And then in terms of the flash photo, here you go. Honestly, I think it looks perfect in the flash photo. Like, my skin looks gorgeous. Doesn't look like there's any flashback or anything. It just looks really, really smooth and delightful. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me for now. Like I said, I have got to get to swatching. I'm swatching this bad boy right here. Not sure, there it is. It's a lot of eyeshadows. And even a normal eyeshadow palette that may have like 20-ish shades, that usually takes between half hour, 45 minutes-ish. So this is probably gonna take a couple hours to swatch. But I'm really excited to see how these actually swatch on my skin. So I'm gonna do that. I've got errands to run. It is my trashy TV night with Mattifying, and that's it. I've got work to get done. Did I mention that? I've got a lot of work to get done. But it's gonna be a good day. I will be checking in with you all periodically so that we can see how the foundation is holding up, how it is doing on my skin, and then I will see you all for my final check-in at the very end of the night. So, in any case, I'll see you all very soon here on YouTube land. Bye! Alright, Fifta, first check-in here. I figured I would show you guys my face. I've just been swatching and editing a video, so I haven't like put the foundation through anything, but daylight is waning because yay winter, so I figured I would let you see this one last time in this form of daylight, I guess. I think things are still looking good. I've got some oils starting to come through, but I think it's looking like it is mixing well with the foundation. My pores still look blurred. It still feels nice and lightweight, and overall, like I said, I just think it looks and feels good. It feels, I'm pretty sure anyways, yeah, transfer resistant, at least for now. So I think that's it for this check-in, and I will see you all very soon for my next check-in. Alright, hello everyone, checking in again. I am starting to feel a bit oily. I don't think I look terribly oily though, so that's good. I think things are still looking nice and natural and good. Feels so much better. Doesn't look like any of the foundation came off on the blotting sheet, so that is good too. Onwards and upwards. I'll see you guys at the end of the night for my final check-in, probably. Unless something horrendously horrible happens before then. Fingers crossed that is not the case. Hello everyone, good evening. It is the end of the night here. It is currently 12:18 in the morning. I was just sitting on the couch waiting for a video to finish exporting, which it's still gonna take a good while. And I'm like, God, I wish I could just go to bed. You can! You sure can! Just go review the foundation and then you can sleep while it finishes exporting. It's a wonderful world. You've done it before. Sometimes the answers, they're right there for you. And, well, I tend to ignore them. But anyways, foundation. Let's take a final look at this, shall we? Honestly, overall, I think it looks pretty darn okay. It has started to look quite greasy again, or oily, whatever you're gonna want to call it. I also think it is starting to rub off in places where I am the most oily, but overall, I don't think my skin looks offensive. It's just at the beginning of the video, you know, I said, oh yay, it's transfer proof. Now that my oils have come through, I can feel the foundation really starting to come off on my fingers if I even just graze my face. Kind of a bummer. I feel like I started off loving this foundation and then it's just kind of gone downhill as the day has gone on. But let's keep talking about this through my pause rating system so that you can get a numerical value along with my verbal wording of how I felt about the product. P stands for performance, A is for application, W is for worth the price, and S is for shade range. So for performance, like I said, early on, felt really good, felt really lightweight, looked absolutely gorgeous on the skin, but as time progressed and I got oily, my oils definitely came through, and that's when it started feeling a bit heavy, not super heavy, but definitely a bit heavy, and it started transferring. So overall performance, not horrible, but also not great. And since it is winter here, I can't even imagine how this would perform in the summer when I'm even oilier and sweatier. So performance, it was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. I think I'm gonna give it a 2.75. Application, I feel bad because overall it was good to apply, but I hate the actual applicator on this. Like, it's just a waste and it's messy and I don't even know. Is it hygienic? I'm not sure, but once you get the foundation onto your face, yes, good. Easy to blend, super buildable, looked gorgeous, but you have to go through the sponge to get it on your face and it's not really a click up thing, so I feel like the control of getting the amount of foundation you want out is really difficult. So application, I'm gonna give, I think, oh, I feel bad, but I think a 1.5. I hate that applicator. Worth the price, I would say for like oily skin. I would say not for oily skin. Maybe for like normal or dry skin this might work well. That's just me guessing based on how it didn't do well with my oils. Like, that's where the downfalls came in. Otherwise, I thought it had a gorgeous finish to it, not too matte or anything. So I think it could look really, really pretty on dry and normal, maybe combo skin, but these are all just my guesses. But for me, worth the price, I just think there's better out there. So I'm gonna give it a 1.5 again. Oh, I feel bad. And then shade range was also not great, at least based on the photo online. So do I give it another 1.5? Oh, I feel horrible. Overall, this is getting a 7.25 out of 20 or a 1.8125 out of 5 paws. I don't feel like it was that bad, but at the same time, I didn't think it was great. It looked gorgeous initially. I think that's why I'm having so much trouble saying it has that low of a rating. It's throughout the day. Like, maybe, you know, wearing it for the first like a couple hours, if that's all I'm wearing, if I just need to film a video or something, but like, I just think for me that's so impractical. Like, I'd rather have a foundation that I can wear for an hour or 12 hours or more. You know what I mean? It really is. It's this packaging and then the fact that it doesn't wear well on my oily skin anyways. So hopefully it was just helpful for you guys to see how it performed on my skin and then you can come to your own conclusions. Definitely let me and the rest of the Cassie casserole fam know down below. Have you tried out this foundation? And if you have, what kind of skin do you have and how did it do on you? It is great to cook up a nice casserole of comments down there with you guys so that we can all read and see how it does across a multitude of skin types. And also, if you want to let me know if you enjoyed the video, aside from leaving a comment, you can also go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!